No matter where you look, it seems as though everyone has the next big idea for how to maximize your productivity. Journal for 5 minutes, meditate for 10. Do these habits really have an impact on your overall productivity? Well, yes and no. While taking care of your mind is a positive thing by nature, meditating for 16 hours a day will ultimately get you nowhere. In reality, what will actually drive success in your life is action. But in a world dominated by constant distractions from things like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, it can be hard to sit down and focus on your work. Think about it like this. If I gave you a chocolate bar every morning for 5 years, and then one morning decided to give you an apple, you would likely turn your nose up at it. The reason for this is that you are now addicted to the sugar and dopamine rush of the chocolate, and thus, by comparison, are uninterested in eating something like an apple, no matter how good it is for you. So what's the answer? Well, I call it the WWW method, which stands for wake, work out, and work. It's simple, it's effective, and most importantly, it cuts out the bullshit so that you can focus on what is most important in your life and build long-lasting success and happiness. We are the Masculine Few, and let's get started. Chapter 1. Wake. It goes without saying that sleep is the most important element of your overall mental and physical health. There have been countless studies purporting and most of the time proving that if you get at least 8 hours of high-quality REM sleep at night, it will improve everything from your general mood to your hormone regulation and even focus. It also goes without saying that the very first thing you will do in a day is wake up. And that is where our simple schedule begins. But things are going to be a little different this time around. Our minds crave stimulation, and it is inherent to human nature that we often choose the path of least resistance to fulfill that craving. Some people may find stimulation by getting up and working out in the morning, while others may satisfy their need for stimulation by checking their phones and watching TikTok videos for the first 3 hours of the morning. The WWW method aims to refine your morning routine so that you are 100% focused and on the right track for success from the second you wake up. The wake stage of the WWW method is simple. You are not allowed to check your phone or laptop until you are outside that door. Why? Because as previously mentioned, in a world dominated by things pulling at your attention, the worst thing you can do is give yourself the sugary sweet equivalent of dopamine in the morning. This includes everything from checking your texts to watching TikTok videos, listening to podcasts, or even reading books. So tonight, right before you fall asleep, make sure to turn off your phone and put it in a drawer or even in your backpack so that when you wake up, you aren't immediately tempted to use it. If you need to wake up at a certain time and use your phone as an alarm, simply buy an alarm clock. There are no excuses here. After that, make your bed, prepare your morning cup of coffee, and then head out the door. Once you are in the car, you are allowed to check your phone. However, for those who want to truly maximize their productivity, I would suggest deleting all distracting apps so that you are primed for the next stage of the WWW method. Chapter 2. Workout. The next part of the WWW method and your day will be focused on working out. Working out. Now commonly associated with throwing around heavy things in a gym surrounded by grunting men. An act that is also conflated with modern masculinity and what it means to be a man. But the truth is that you don't need to pump iron in order to feel like a man and reap the health benefits. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic approach to improving and maintaining health, but there are other ways of doing things. The reason we are now going to work out is that there have been plenty of studies that have proven the benefits of an early workout for not only losing and maintaining weight, but also improving your overall mood, focus, and mindset. The release of endorphins and dopamine, along with the overall benefits of resistance and cardiovascular training, contribute to these positive effects. However, it is important to note that working out doesn't necessarily have to involve weights. For some, it might involve taking a 30-minute walk outside, while for others, it could be a game of tennis with a friend. And for those who enjoy caffeine, it could involve lifting metal bars in the same direction every morning. The key here is to focus on working out right after waking up, simplifying and streamlining your day for what comes next. Chapter 3. Work. And finally, we come to the last act of the WWW method: work. Now, work can include anything from working on a business to going to your job or studying at university. Here, the word work relates to a pursuit that is integral to your overall well-being and success. Here, you are simply going to sit down and work on this endeavor until you have completed everything you need to do for the day. No exceptions. No hanging out with friends, no long-winded calls with family, and most importantly, no video games, social media, or streaming. This is a time dedicated to focusing on your pursuit of success. The key here is that we have kept the entire schedule as simple as possible. No weird cold showers, no unnecessary meditation, and no journaling. Instead, you are waking up with purpose, simplicity, and a clear goal of what you need to do before you can enjoy the easier and finer things in life. The problem with today's day and age isn't a lack of concentration. It's an abundance of overstimulation. We are constantly bombarded by things that are psychologically optimized to grab our attention and hold it for as long as possible. As humans, we naturally crave stimulation. However, we can use this to our advantage by focusing on things that provide us with stimulation while also being healthy and productive. The WWW method facilitates this by simplifying your success schedule down to 3 things: waking up, working out, and getting to work. No distractions, no weird rituals, just good old-fashioned hard work and care for our well-being. Do this every day for a year, and in no time, you will see the results that simplicity can bring to your life. We are the Masculine Few, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to click that like and subscribe button for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching.